Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are switching up. It's not a vlog, it's not a bake with me. We're doing a nice sit down chat because I'm going to be answering one of the most common questions I get. What is it like running in college? It's a valid question, but it's hard for me to give a good answer because it's just kind of vague. You know, you don't know where to go. Today I will be doing my top 3 things that are differences between high school running and college running. With each difference that I'm going to go over, I'll kind of also mention what helped me adjust to that difference, if that makes sense. And my camera is charged today. My phone is at 20%, but at least the camera's not gonna die. Hopefully. And if you aren't a college runner, and if you're just a college athlete in general, or if you're just an athlete and you're curious about doing a sport in college, this can apply to other sports as well, but I'll be talking mostly about running because that's what I do. So let's get right into it. First up, the biggest difference that comes straight to my mind is the intensity of your training. Before you click off, I know what you're thinking. Duh, Mackenzie. Obviously it's gonna be harder. Well, I wouldn't be reminding you again if I didn't think you need to hear it. So with running, usually your mileage will get higher, but you'll be eased into it. You won't just be expected to run crazy numbers of miles without working your way up, because that's just asking to get injured. Also, in addition to running more mileage, the workouts are a lot harder. Like just within the first couple months, I was like, man, this is crazy. I did not think I'd ever be running this fast. And it was cool to see the progression. I also noticed that in high school, we rarely did workouts in spikes, and I didn't even know what flats were. I'll add pictures of what I'm talking about, but we did pretty much every single workout in either spikes or flats. Also, with the higher intensity workouts, I also noticed that we had some workouts where it was like, you really want to get in the mindset of being in a race. So my adjustment tip for this, I guess, is obviously you're gonna be doing faster paces. And one thing that really helps me is I had the older girls to like look up to and that were ahead of me in workouts. And I was like, that is a visual representation of where I want to be. Going off the kind of mindset part of it leads me on to my second difference, which is the importance of making sure you're doing the little stuff. So once you get into college, obviously all your competition and the people you run against, play against, whatever, everyone has the skills, everyone has the talent, like you had to get there in the first place. But now it's all about who's there, who's ready, who's prepared, who's done the little things, like making sure you're getting enough sleep, you're eating right, you're actually going to the recovery room and seeing the trainer if you need it, all that stuff. I feel like there was also a big emphasis on, like, we had some practices where we would have like a team stretch session, or one time we even did yoga. I think there's a picture they put on the Instagram of us doing yoga. We also did a lot of bands, core work, focusing on your stride, like drills. It's something I need to work on because I've been told I'm a scooter. Adjustment tip for that. Adjustment tip for all the extra practices and keeping up with the little stuff. Not the scooting, I'm still working on that one, is make sure you're using your resources. There are so many people there to help you, and it's their job to help you. So make sure you're using your trainers, the academic advisors to help you stay on top of your schoolwork, because that's a task. Hashtag student athlete. My third and final big difference between high school and college running / sports is that it's all on you. You know the saying where it's like, fail to prepare, prepare to fail? It's kind of like that. If you're not on top of your schoolwork, you fall behind, then you're stressed, and then you're not getting enough sleep, and then you might not be going to the recovery trainer as often as you should be. Piles on top of each other. Make sure that you are really taking care of yourself and using your time wisely, because time is limited, as I mentioned in my last video, which was the Bake With Me Q&A. I'd like to go watch that. That was a pretty fun video in my opinion. You have to make sure you're getting up on time, not missing practice. I mean, the basic stuff. You're on your own, you're in college, so you just gotta stay on top of that. My adjustment tip for this one is I'm a big list person. I've changed positions. I don't know where the rest of this video went, but basically I was going with that one about making lists, is making packing lists and to-do lists and getting an agenda are very helpful. Stay tuned for more things to bring for future videos. I hope this kind of answered your questions or thoughts if you're thinking about doing a sport in college, or if you're just curious what it's like. These kind of gave the umbrella answers for you. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. I've never done a sit down video before, so let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if there's other sit down video chats that you would like me to do. But to just do a quick rundown of the 3 things that are big differences between high school and college sports. Number 1, we had the intensity of your training / frequency, I guess I should have mentioned there as well. You will be training a lot more. Obviously it's going to be harder, but you have tons of people there to help you. Number 2 is the little things. You will have more, I mean, I guess it depends on the sport, but just the nitpicky stuff you don't really think about, also very important. And those are what's gonna add up to help make yourself a better athlete. And then 3rd is that everything's on you. You have to make sure you're prepared, or you're gonna fall behind and be stressed. And it happens to everyone, or at least it happened to me. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring. I don't even know how long I've been rambling to myself, or to you guys, to this lovely lens that I feel like is staring deep into my soul. If you made it to the end, I always ask you guys to comment emojis, but I want something kind of more fun, you know? Because I like seeing the emojis. I'm like, oh my gosh, someone watched my video to the end. So what's something? Okay, I was just looking around my room and there's a Trader Joe's bag in the corner. So if you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorite item from Trader Joe's, or multiple items. And if you haven't been to Trader Joe's, then comment something that you want to try, because I'm sure you've seen people post about Trader Joe's because it's low-key like a cult. But anyways, thank you so much again for watching, and make sure to come back next week because I have a very exciting video. I'm so excited to make it and record it, and it'll actually be sort of another talking video. So I hope you liked this. I think that's all I gotta say. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out. I really hope that this is, oh!